to the world to share with the world. And I am happy to announce to you all tonight that with the help of God, with sufficient grace, we have a group, platform partners. And this testimony night is being put together by a group called the Platinum Partners. And Alex Ibori is the convener of the Platinum Partners. Tonight, we have wonderful people who are going to be co-hosting with us. Mama Anka, I am starting from you because you just came in gallantly too. Mama Anka is one passionate woman, very soft-spoken. Butter will not melt in her mouth. Let me use that word. Her butter will not melt in her mouth. She's one psychedelic woman. The aura around her is one thing who has paused my recording? Butter will not melt in her mouth. Let me continue with that. And Mama Anka is one person who was not readily open to this kind of business. In case you are here tonight and you're like, oh, is this what they called me for? Mama Anka is not readily interested in this kind of business, but something beautiful happened with her. Now we have in our Miss Mama Fautimi. She's in the UK. Mama Fautimi behaved like Sarah in the Bible or Sarah in the Quran. Mama Fautimi had her own issues, and the day I happened to speak where she was in a Zoom, Mama Fautimi laughed when I told her she was going to come back and give her testimony. I'm sure she has a room full of testimony since after she laughed. We have Professor Adeloye here. Professor Adeloye is a professor of physics in the University of Lagos, Nigeria. You know that university is one big and prestigious one. And Professor Adeloye, who is also not readily open to this kind of business, but can smell money from 1,000 miles, came in and he got his own room full of testimony. And since that day, he's been dragging trailer loads of testimony all around the world. Professor Adeloye, you are welcome to this podium. Mr. Debolu is the mover, is the nephew of Professor Adeloye. And I'm sure when you have a professor being your uncle, you know what the Bolu is pulling also. We move. Good evening. You are highly welcome to tonight's event. More Daniels is one lady I met once in my life. I met her in December at one of our events. More Daniel is in the UK. She's one passionate, one dogged woman. She is a puller of crowd. I met her virtually in June 2020. And since then, Mo Daniel have been one very strong pillar in propagating the story of what we are here to speak to you about. Now, who have I not mentioned? Susie too, one sweet chocolatey woman. Oh, that woman just came and she stole my heart away. She's a very pretty woman. She is into travels and tours. I am taking my time to tell us so many things about many of the people here tonight, because many of us will say, I am in this, how can I juggle this together with this? You are going to be meeting with a lot of people who are diverse in whatever it is they do, and they are running perfectly fine with them. We have Mr. Tolufa Dulu, who has been, the wife has allowed me to be his girlfriend. Mr. Tolufa Dulu is an accountant and an auditor, if I'm to use that word. Mr. Tolufa Dulu is vast in what he does, and he found Phytoscience in June 2020. He has not gone back since then. He's got a truckload of testimonies also, and I'm sure if you are here tonight, you will want to listen to all those people who are properly sieved coming into Phytoscience to find that they can actually make a lot from the wellness and the wealth industry. Ladies and gentlemen, my name remains Alex Ibori. I will want to draw the curtain here and leave the co-host to take the the front of driving us through this testimony night tonight. You're going to be listening to testimonies, how a lot of people got their health back. I will want to rest my case now. Thank you so very much. Please, if you have your testimonies, kindly indicate, get in touch with any of our co-hosts, and let them know you've got a testimony. May God bless us all. Thank you.
Okay, good evening, everybody. How are you? It's time to push this to the next limit as much as possible. My name is Tolulope Oluwafemi Olani Yolarewaju Fadulu, and other people are here. I'm just maybe the mouthpiece, basically. I will allow another person to be the mouthpiece today. So here we are. Testimonies. So what was a testimony to start with? What was a testimony to start with?
Hello, Mr. Tolu?
Yes.
Can I forward a video to you? Will you be able to play it?
Okay, go ahead, man.
Thank you. I have someone coming in all the way from Agbo. He will be giving his testimony. In case he is not here, I may just send what he said as testimony. I'll send it to you, Mr. Tolu. You can share it with us. Thank you.
Okay. While we're waiting for the video, let me just mention one or two testimonies while we're waiting for the video to come in. Okay. I should know. Okay. I'm trying to see where to start. Okay, I'm coming. Where is this? I want to play another testimony as well. I hope I can lay my hands on it. Okay, I think I can lay my hands on it. I'm going to be, okay, let me just find a way to share it. This is recent, so. Recommended this double stem cell. Let me find a way to play it and come in. Where is that video? Okay. Still waiting for this to drop. Please, anybody with physical test, anybody that is that asked us, somebody can start while we work on the videos, please, if you don't mind.
Okay. Good evening, everyone.
I have a testimony.
Okay.
I have testimonies.
Okay. Okay. I'm trying to locate who it is that is speaking. Is it Princess Tessie? Oh yes. Oh, good evening, Princess Tessie. Good to have you. While we are waiting for Bifad to play, please let us hear you. Thank you.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Mama Alex and all the co-hosts in the house. Mama Anka, good evening. And everyone in the Zoom meeting, you are all welcome. My name is Princess Tessie. I'm a partner with Phytoscience. Well, I have so many testimonies. I'm so sorry I'm not going to be able to show my picture because I have a lot of people with me where I am at the moment, but I'll be able to share my testimony. That's okay.
Oh, yes. Okay, go right on.
Okay, ma'am. Yes, like I said, I have so many testimonies, but let me start the one from my household. The one from my household. Sometimes in December 2017, someone introduced this product to me. That the product does takes care of so many issues. And My husband used to be asthmatic. So when the person told me that the product takes care of so many challenges, I started giving my husband the products. Well, when I started giving him the product, when he asked me how much it is, it was then. I didn't tell him because sometimes, especially men, when they notice some product, especially when they are not used to, I didn't tell him the price, because if I told him the price, maybe he would have said, no, don't buy. How can he buy this thing? But funny enough, it used to be, the asthma used to be so serious to the extent that he could not go out with that his inhaler. And when I started using the product for him, I noticed for some time he wasn't going out with the inhaler. And then at a stage, the asthmatic condition stopped completely. He wasn't going out, he wasn't using the inhaler anymore. And funny enough, because sometimes when we are sick, and then when we get our healings, we don't even remember what's the condition we used to have before. It was actually during the lockdown, I just heard somebody giving a testimony about asthma. And I remember that my husband used to be asthmatic. I called him because he wasn't around. When I told him that, I noticed you've not been using inhaler anymore, he was like, how can I ask him that kind of question? That I was the one that gave him something that made him to stop using inhaler since 2018. So my dear brothers and sisters, this product works like magic, though you have to take it for some time to be able to get your life back completely. So I have another testimony from someone, a lady
Sorry. Can you share the product? What product did you use for your husband?
Okay, it was the double stem cell and the Snowflake Forth I used for him.
Wonderful.
So those were the two products I used then.
I would like to just say something before your second testimony.
Okay,
ma'am.
ma'am.
This testimony that Princess Tessie has just mentioned, that's just breezed through it. So if you know what it means for someone to have an asthmatic condition to the extent that he does not go out without his inhaler, means that person lives on the edge. Each time the person has an asthmatic condition, it is a threat between life and death. It's a horrible thing, unless you've not seen someone with asthma. They are breathing in and they're breathing out and they cannot breathe in. Try holding your breath for 10 seconds. And that's the condition that most people who have asthma, they face the difficulty of it until they're able to get either the injectables or they use that inhaler. And so for someone who has been set free from that, it is a big deal. It is a big deal. Let's please have a round of applause for double stem cell and Snowfield. It's a wow. I need to see the action.
Yes. Thank you so much, Madam Anka. Just like you've already said, there was a time my daughter was just about a year old, and my husband was carrying my daughter. Do you know when the condition came, when the attack came, he was passing out and the baby almost fell from his hand. Thank God somebody was around. That was how the person quickly grabbed the baby. So like Madam Anka has rightly said, it's a very, very terrible condition. So then my second testimony, I have a woman who is in Jos. She has 2 children with sickle cell condition. But to the glory of God, the children are doing very, very fine now. And then I didn't know that children could have partial stroke because of the sickle cell condition. One of the child was 6 years old, and the child had partial stroke, and he couldn't make use of his right hand any longer. They had to employ a teacher to start teaching the child how to use left hand. So a week after they started using our product, when I sent the product to them, the child started using the left hand, and the children are doing fine now. But by God's grace, we are waiting for the final testimony, because the final testimony that comes or when people use our product on sickle cell is that their genotype will change. But for now, since they started using the product, there had not been crisis, and that is a very big testimony. I equally have somebody in Gabon I sent the product to.
Sorry, Princess.
Yes,
can you tell us what products you used for the sickle cell patient?
Okay.
And for how long have they been on the therapy?
Okay, they've been on it for about 3 months now, And the products I sent to them, which I've always sent to them, it's double stem cell and Snoopy Forth. Double stem cell and Snoopy Forth.
Okay, thank you.
So for 3 months, the child has not had crisis.
No.
Beautiful.
Then another one, it's outside Nigeria. I sent just double stem cell to someone in Gabon, because when I told the person that I have a product that takes care of so many health challenges, the person talked to someone and they requested to get the product. So she sent some money, I got him registered and I sent the product to him. When I sent the product to him, he didn't tell me he was on high blood drugs. So I think 2 weeks after using the product, he sent a message to me, sent a voice note to me that since 2016 he's been on high blood pressure drugs, but within 2 weeks he used the product, that his blood pressure became normal, and he even stopped using the drugs the doctor gave him. And not just that, he gave some of our product, just double stem cell, to someone who was on wheelchair, who had a stroke, partial stroke, who was always on wheelchair. He gave I think 2 packs of double stem cell to another person, and then traveled down to Nigeria, because the guy is a Nigerian, he stays in Gabon. By the time he went back to Gabon in February and went to go and visit the family he gave the double stem cell to, lo and behold, the guy that was on wheelchair that couldn't move was now walking with his 2 legs, was even following his wife to their plantation. So this product really does wonders. And for that stroke, it was just double stem cell they got, and the person is now walking with his 2 legs. So let me give time for other people to equally give their testimony, because I have so many testimonies.
Wow. Stroke.
Thank you everyone for listening.
Thank you so much. Please let us show reaction and appreciation for this fantastic testimonies that we are hearing here. I mean, this is not just a run of the mill test. Every testimony is important. Every testimony is important. So unless you see people who are suffering from these ailments, you may not be able to appreciate the magnitude of the relief they get when they use this product. And it just looks as if it's just this product. But yes, just this product. They have a fantastic testimony. Thank you so much for sharing with us. I don't know who is that Bifad? Is that a video you are supposed to show us?
No, I've muted the person. It was somebody underground. I've muted the person.
Okay. Thank you so much, Mr. Stacy. So let's have some more testimonies. Today is all about testimonies. The ice has been broken, so we should have I know we have lots of testimonies. Let's have them coming in, please. No testimony is too small. Just like there's no big or there's no small testimony. They're all testimonies. Okay. If you're good to go, right?
Yes, can you hear?
No sound yet, but we can see the picture in the video.
Okay. Let me try and see if I can get the sound on. Use device. I'm coming. Okay. Can you hear now, ma'am?
This double stem cell.
Yes. Could be louder though. Can you make it louder?
This is the loudest.
Double stem cell. I recommended it to my friend. I think her daughter, her son, is asthmatic and is very, very serious. So she was relocating to I think to London. So I was like, please get this thing for my son. Let him be using it. So she I gave her 1 and she bought 2. So when she took the 3, I've not been able to call her since. I think I've been so busy. So I called her today to ask her how far with the drugs and my baby. What she told me was, wow, that her husband actually went to Amazon to Google if he was going to see around, in the store, that the thing, as the boy started using the drug, the double stem cell, He has not had any crisis since.
Wow, since when is this?
Since the boy's own is very, very serious. You know, when the mother confirmed to me that he has not had any crisis since she started. Today is
19th.
19th for her, and she started in March. You should note how deeply rooted that thing is in the boy.
Wow.
You know, the thing is very serious. You know, and for her to say since the boy started using it, he has not had any crisis. And the husband went to Google Amazon if he was going to buy around. I told her, don't worry, whenever you need, I'll send, because I'm sending some to my niece in the US. She's a sickler, and since she started using it since I think December, she has not had any crisis. She went to the hospital for checkup, and the doctor said she's good, she's okay, nothing is wrong with her.
Wow. So you've treated asthma, you've treated ulcer, you've treated
treating,
asthma.
yes,
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
I'm not even doing this thing for any business. I'm not doing this for any business. These ones they are my loved ones, they are my close people, you know. And actually joined this thing because of my niece, and I'm not regretting it. I'm sending some to America now for her to use again. She has not had any crisis since she started.
Wow, this is awesome. I'm happy.
She has not had any crisis since she started.
Wow, thank you for your testimony.
And the parents are so happy. They will use this thing over and over again.
So sign them up now. Why are you just buying and send it to them?
It's a gradual thing.
Okay, hope you heard that. That's one. Yeah, what she said basically is she has treated, well, I was the one that was recording anyway. She has treated asthma. She has treated asthma for child, and she has treated also sickle cell anemia. And she's so excited that the news she's hearing from the abroad is so interesting to her, that because when she told me about that particular case, I just said, good, that this will work. She was doubting initially. She said, good, let's put this to work. She got the product, she sent some to the US, she sent some to the UK. And when I met her, this was in March. When I met her in March, I was just saying, okay, how far? Because I always try to follow up with my people. So I just said, how far? She then said, things have changed. That she's so excited now that things have changed a lot. The story has changed. That was when she started talking about that particular one. So I'm excited as she is. What does she use? Basically, all she said was just the snowflake fort and the double stem cell. And that's how we have the story today. Thank you very much. Let me quickly share the second one too while we wait. Come in.
Okay, while we were there, we're still there. A woman has a son with a tumor. The son couldn't eat. He has lost weight, and all of a sudden he called us while in the weekend. Quickly, I said, "What can I do?" And I told her, I said, "We have a product we are going to give you." I sent to her, and we made the order. The product was brought down to her, and sees Ogun Sakin, so. And she ordered for double stem cell, snowfield, and crystal. Until Friday when we were talking to her, she is also planning to join.
Wow. Who are we?
We are the trend makers.
Who are we?
We are the trend makers.
Okay, so that one is another testimony, brain tumor of a child. And to the glory of God, our product has helped in managing the situation, and we have testimonies to that effect. So allow people to share their testimony now. Actually, I want Professor Adeloye to share his last 3 testimonies before you call another person. Professor Adeloye, are you there, sir?
Hello, Bifad.
Yes, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. How are you, sir?
Thank you very much, sir. I didn't intend
the
to
man with 20 testimonies. Sir.
I didn't intend to share any testimony tonight, sir, but now you have put me on the spot.
Yeah.
You have no choice.
I had sinusitis for 36 years. And
Sir, what is sinusitis? Some people like us, I don't understand that English, sir.
Of course you do, BFAD. Inflammation of the sinuses. No, there's a hole in the nose, inside the nose that opens into the mouth, the eyes, the ears. And if it's blocked, then it can get infected. And then all sorts of problems can come up. It's an inflammatory problem. So chronic sinusitis, one should battle for the rest of one's life because there is no medicine for it. There is no Igbo medicine for it. So when I started taking the products, but by that time I was spitting what looked reddish brown as saliva. And all that became corrected in just 5 days. My left eye was short-sighted. And by the fifth day of double stem cell, I started with double stem cell. For a long time, I did not take Snowy Fort. Yet, I could see changes in the way I saw with my left eye. That's not the testimony tonight because I've narrated this before. But because of so many years of postnasal discharge, so much debris had been deposited inside me. And then Snowy Fort came to my rescue. What was deposited inside me made my mouth to be dry. I was producing so little saliva. And when you are not producing enough saliva, bacteria will be having a field day in your mouth because the job of saliva is to wash away bacteria. So I still had a thick tongue. So I doubled up on my Snowy Fort, 2 sachets a day. And then just a short period of time, within 2 weeks or so, 3 weeks, because I had tried all sorts of things, lime and lemon, they gave only temporary relief. You know what it is to wake up in the morning and have your tongue sticking to your upper palate? It was just that bad. Throughout the day, I felt uncomfortable. You'll be quite uncomfortable if you are not producing enough saliva because you take water, but water is not the solution. You drink water, is not the solution. You think maybe you are not taking enough water. You drink and drink and drink and a lot of water, and it doesn't work. And then you take sugar-free gum, and it doesn't solve your problem for more than just the moment you are chewing. But in the last 1 month or so now, my mouth has been fantastic. Salivating properly. The tongue is fantastic now. No, I did not see the color of my tongue for 30-something years. That has changed now. So I'm much better now, and Snowy Fort is fantastic. Double stem cell is fantastic. Every product we have is a miracle on its own. Thank you, BFAD.
Wow. Wow. Prof. Adeloye. Thank you so much for that, sir. Yeah, before we go on to that person, now I know you've administered this to some other people as well. Just give us one of your testimonies in that angle too. I will just go to other people.
Hello, sir.
That's a wonderful testimony. How you've administered to some people and the result and the testimony that came from it.
Yes, my colleague in my office used just double stem cell and Snowy Fort to take care of a boy that had brain tumor. The boy had lost his memory because the brain tumor invaded the part of the brain to do with remembering things. The brain tumor is gone, and then the boy's memory restored 100%. Then there's the man that had Parkinson's disease. He was made impotent by the ailment. The man who introduced him to me told me, the way I see this man, the way this man is shaking, I doubt if he can perform with his wife. And the man himself called me later. Of course, he couldn't have been there when the man who introduced him to me was saying all this. And said, I was dead under, but I've woken up. Now, just 2 months or so of taking double stem cell, 2 packs of Snowy Fort, all trembling stopped. The man has been 100% okay. And when someone has been okay so much that even if we call him, he doesn't pick your call anymore because he's so okay, he has almost forgotten me. That's what you pray for, right? that the person that was so ill that needed your services now became so well that they didn't even need you anymore. That is the case of the man. I have an uncle who was putting his legs in one electronic instrument, the massage instrument. And he advised me to buy one for myself, but I did not, stubbornly. And then he didn't tell me what the instrument did to his legs until I started marketing Phytoscience products. He said, let me take these products for 6 weeks, then I'll give you a feedback. After 6 weeks, he called and said, thank you so much for saving me from a serious ailment. My legs were dead to sensation. One other day I now asked him, why did your legs go dead to sensation? He said those electronic instruments he was putting his legs into made the legs to go dead. So when we say phytoscience products regenerate cells, we know what you are talking about. Take a look at that man. The cells of the legs were regenerated. Take a look at me. My gums were so weak that if I flossed, made so weak by sinusitis that anytime I flossed, so much blood was coming out. And if I went for scaling and polishing, the man would be amazed the amount of blood coming from my mouth. If I ate uh, pineapple and the pineapple was not too ripe, by the time I spat, so much blood would be coming out of my mouth because of the weakened gums. The last 2 times I visited the man for scaling and polishing, not a single drop of blood, and he was amazed. The cells of the gums had been regenerated. So it is with every cell in the body. That's why I keep saying that you don't have to be sick to take these products. If you take these products for 3 to 6 months, particularly 6 months, every cell in your body will be regenerated. That is the job of double stem cell or crystal cell. Thank you so much, BFAD.
Wow, can we have a full screen reaction for that testimony? Thank you so much, Professor Adeloye. I wish I can give you a small background about Professor. He's a professor, not just by nickname. He's a full-time professor, the professor of physics at the University of Lagos. Why did I mention that? If a professor at his level is telling people about this, well, all he wants to do is to help people, to give people hope. Why not you? That's why we're having these testimonies today. Before I call the next person, I think I need to read this testimony to everybody. Please don't make this will wow you. I have started seeing results already. My sperm is no longer watery. This is funny. Well, I believe we have adults here anyway. My sperm is no longer watery, and my penis shoots up unnecessarily in the mornings now. My pee shoots straight like the pee of a little boy. I last longer now without using any enhancer. It's like I'm in my 30s. I don't see how I will stop using it. Thanks a million, sweetheart. Should I read it again or is it enough? I don't think I want to read it again.
It's enough, fool.
Well, that's the testimony from somebody, and you can imagine that means it helps in that department as well. So why not if not? These things are all out. They are products to help us to manage our health. Those who have lost it, to help them to regain whatever has been lost. So, and if you have a testimony, please just raise up your hand. Let's make this place more lively. I need more testimonies. Testimonies. Yes. I feel like putting somebody on the hotspot, if the person will allow me. Someone might feel the person shaking his or her head underneath the camera. Okay. Mama Fautimi, over to you. You can unmute yourself now. Yeah, you are a co-host, definitely. You can unmute yourself now. So over to you, man.
Give me 2 minutes, please.
Okay, I will give you
get myself round.
Okay.
Yes.
While we're waiting for her, I want to put somebody on the spot. I want this person will not spank me after. In fact, I have 2 people I'm going to put on the spot.
Okay.
Are you ready, man?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, over to you, man.
Yeah, sorry, I won't be able to show my face because I've been out today and I'm relaxing. So my testimony goes like this. Good evening, everybody, and well done, Mama Alex. Thank you so much, Leader Tolu. God bless you all, and good evening, everybody. My name is Somofola Shade Ali, and my username is Fultimi. About on Easter Sunday, before Easter Sunday, let me say 3 days before then, I was having pinched nerve, and it just will not stop. Normally, when I had it before, I will have it, then it will stop. I was on naproxen then. So later I told my doctor, after I started using double stem cell, I told my doctor I want to stop it, and he stopped it, the naproxen. And since then, I didn't have it. But before Easter, this pinched nerve just came from nowhere. It will not even stop for a minute, even for a second, continuously for 3 days. And when it starts, I won't be able to close my eyes for a minute. So for 3 days and 3 nights, I did not sleep. So I was feeling dizzy. I had 3 falls in between. Then my products had finished. So I was expecting my product from Nigeria. But I was having pain. So I was, just to cut the long story short, I was asked to go to A&E. They did everything. Before going to A&E, I started massaging my leg, my leg, because it was my right leg. And because the doctor said I should use hot water, I can't use hot water on my skin, it will burn. They told me to use ice. If I use ice as well, even if I wrap it in a towel or anything, I will still get burned. So I decided I'm not going to use anything. So I was just using my hand to massage that leg, even though it didn't do anything. Then I started having blisters. I had 8 blisters with 1 big one. So I went to A&E, and they didn't know why I was having the blisters. They gave me temazepam, which is a Valium in Nigeria, for me to be able to sleep. I slept for 2 days, and even though when I wake up, I was taking naproxen because they gave me naproxen higher dose, and I was taking the naproxen. I was still having this pinched nerve. So fortunately for me, my product came the second day. I took 1 double stem cell in the morning, 1 crystal cell at night, but this thing still, it will not stop. So I said, okay, if you decide to be stubborn, I'm going to be stubborn as well. I'm going to be crazy with you. So I decided to double the product I was using. So I decided I'm not going to use double stem cell. So I faced this battle with crystal cell. It was a real tug of war between me and the so-called pinched nerve. So I decided I will use 2 crystal cells in the morning and 2 at night. I tell you, before 2 days, because by I took it for morning and night, the first day. The second day, I took it in the morning. In the afternoon, my nerve was relaxed. It wasn't pinching as it was before. So when I took it in the night, this thing just stopped.
I slept like I have never before. I slept very well. So I still continue using it. Now with the blisters, I was like, what am I going to do with these blisters? Other ones dried up and some popped, but this big one refused to pop. And I'm like, if I should pop this thing, it's going to become big. I said, no, I trust my products. Let me just do an experiment here. At least if it get bigger, I will know how to advise somebody when they come to me. So I just popped it. And I popped it. I used the Miracle Intense on it, and the water stopped. The water stopped. It dried up. But when I went to have a shower, I forgot that I had, because I wasn't having feelings on the leg, I forgot that I had blister there. I just used sponge to scrub it. So it started bleeding. So as soon as I finished from the bathroom, I went inside. I cleaned it up, spray it with Miracle Intense, so the blood stopped. Then I use I don't know if I should say it because I don't want people to say this is what I heard at the meeting. I just use myself. What works for me might not work for people. I'm not asking anybody to do it. I just put double stem cell. I used it the way we were using this capsule, this yellow tetracycline capsule when we were young, the way our parents used to put tetracycline capsule on our wound. I just put double stem cell. I allowed the Miracle Intense to dry. Then I put double stem cell on it. I just put the powder on it and I just bandage it. I left it for 3 days. The third day, I opened it, cleaned it again, and I did the same thing. Honestly, the fifth day, which was the 8th day when I started using when I popped it, everything was dried. My leg, everything, the pinch nerve stopped. Up till now, I've reduced my product to 1 double stem cell in the morning, 1 crystal cell at night. Up till now, there is nothing like pinched nerve. The blister, my leg is dry now. You won't even know anything happened to me. So I am telling anybody that cares to know that our product works. Yes, it works. That is 1 out of 1 over 100 over 100 testimonies that I have. Like I used to say, I am a product of the product. This product has really helped save me from a bedridden woman to who I am today. A woman, whoever saw me this morning, a woman that will make up and people will say, oh, she's looking lovely. Come and see me a year ago before I met double stem, before I met Phytoscience. I was bedridden. Anybody can ask me. She's in the Zoom, so she can testify to it. So this product works like nothing. And I cannot say people I have helped, people with kidney problem, people with liver problem, people with diabetes that I have used this product to help. And they are really glad. One is my immediate elder brother. I have a nephew that had hepatitis B, and this product has helped. When my son had coronavirus, we used our product and it worked. So our product is honestly, thank you very much for giving me the opportunity.
I return the I got you.
I am doing cartwheels.
Wow.
Just hearing those testimonies. I saw her today. But Mama, for Timmy, you are in Manchester, you said?
Yes, I'm still in Manchester. We are actually going to see another of my success line on Thursday.
You need to see her looking bright and vibrant. And I'm trying to relate what she's saying with who she was a year before now. It's just incredible. And when you hear these testimonies, you just wonder why some people would disbelieve or would have a double mind in just grabbing this and using it.
I
It's just
remember the first
fantastic.
meeting we had when Mama 14 was there. She was practically lying down throughout the meeting, and the way she was like, I was just looking at her through the video like, hey, will this woman not, in the process of this video, not fall down? But thank God today, this is the same woman on her feet. This is a woman walking up and down. I remember one meeting we had that she was jumping up and down to show her that she can't do this before. And I am so elated. Thank you so much, Ma, for that.
Thank you,
Ma.
sir. Thank you,
Yes,
sir.
Ma. Mama Anka, you can continue, Ma. I think there's a hand up. Daddy Otumba. Yes. Daddy Otumba, let's have your testimony, sir.
Thank you so much. Good evening, everyone.
Evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
I will not waste your time, but unfortunately, sometimes I might feel slightly emotional because we trying to reach out to people to see, to use, to heal them of their illnesses. But unfortunately, some may not believe. Some, it could be money. Some, it could be other trials that they've made on other products. But like they keep saying, if you don't buy lie, you will know the truth. Now I have to start to let you know that I was a bowel cancer patient. I was on the final stage, stage 4. And I was so lucky. I'm still here today. Now when my treatment was given, my surgery was done, this thing was done as well, my chemo. I had 4 sessions of chemo because stage 4 was the last stage. After that is death. The surgeon was telling me that I was lucky when they found the lump under my stomach, waiting. We were looking for it for 4 years. They couldn't find it with all this technology here. Eventually, they found it, and the surgeon operated me. He had to even stay behind to operate me because he was supposed to go on holiday. So he said, I was lucky that he will operate me before he goes. I think he's a white man, but married to a black lady. So I think that was another incentive there. Now I've been healed. Thank God. Glory be to God. I've been healed. But I was expecting he would prescribe a backup, a maintenance product or drug, but he didn't give me anything. He said I shouldn't worry. But I still felt I wanted something. Fortunately, I came around this therapy. I came around Phytoscience. Then I started using double stem cell. I was just using for maintenance. But along the line, I realized that this product was doing something else in my body, which I did not know. When I was passing urine, it was in the night. I noticed that the flow of my urine was like that of a child. Then I continued to notice it for the next 3 days. Then that was when I realized that it was double stem cell that I was using that cleared my urinary tract. So that was a repair straight away there, unexpectedly. That was a repair. I have nieces, nephews that needed these products. They don't listen. They don't want to know. And that is where my emotion comes in. I have niece that wanted baby, fertility problem, fibroid problem. What do you call the one that the hair will go completely, they don't get the hair on their body again. All of a sudden, my nephew's hair just disappeared. But he won't use this product. The mother spent a lot of money. He won't use it. Now he wanted to go and do, what do you call it? Tattoo or something like that to grow hair. That would cost like 5,000 pounds. They refused to listen to us. I called them. Even today, I just called, I was begging them to please be watching the Zoom meeting. I had friends that I called. Just watch Zoom meeting. I'm not saying you should come and buy anything. It was through the Zoom meeting that Remis came to join this family.
He has run to the house. Okay.
That my friend Remis joined this Phytoscience family because she believes in it. He said she needed it. She wanted it desperately now. Despite the demand on the products, unfortunately, we in the UK, we keep complaining. We need those products. We want them. Like, let them be near to us. Unfortunately, sorry, I'm deviating again. It's the anxiety that I have for my people to patronize this product, to use it. If I keep giving it to them and they don't use it, money is wasted. So that is why I said they should be watching the meeting, join the meeting. You can make up I have niece with problems, sickle cells problem, please. I'm coming out with testimony, but please, I want you on the meetings like this, please emphasize on people with fertility problems, with cancer, with sickle cells, with so many illnesses. They need this product. They should use it. They need to use it. They need to try it before they can condemn it. I have other testimonies as well, as I'm telling you right now. But please, I'm begging as well, let us have this product. I know there are demands for it, but please, let us have this product. I need some, what do you call it? Some of us need snowfield fort. We are desperate for it. We know we all have, a lot of us we have double stem cell, crystal cell, Actual Plus. Those are the 4 that I'm using, despite the fact that I wasn't told that I have certain illness. Because I had cancer, by the good grace of God, it's gone. But I'm still using crystal cell. I'm still using snowfield fort. And I still use Actual Plus. I still use it. It's working. It's doing some repairs in my body. When I wake up in the morning, all this pain, body pain, waist paining, no. Though I've not been doing enough exercise, I still need to do that. But because I wake up, I don't feel pain anymore. I don't have headaches anymore. Even I can't remember that I used to have headaches. Because once I use my double stem cell, I drink a lot of water. And that snowfield fort is like water as well. That's what I use to replace my own water. In my own case, you said we should use it just in the morning. No, I don't use it in the morning alone. I use it in the morning, I use it in the afternoon. And it's working. Thank you very much. It's working. All these products are working. We should thank the people that invented it and the people that brought it around, introduced it to us. Thank you so much. And I also thank the people that keep analyzing these products, that keep making presentations upon presentations, just to keep people aware of this product. Thank you so much.
Wow, thank you so much, Otumba. Thank you for at least bringing out those products. Thank you for showcasing them. Yeah, in just 1 or 2 minutes, let me just quickly tell the people who are here what the products are and what they can do briefly before we take more testimonies. Now, basically, Phytoscience is a business, is a company situated in Malaysia. Basically, we have 7 products now. We have the High IQ, which is a new product. Well, it's still new, and we are waiting to experience it anytime soon. We have the H2 moisturizer. We have the Miracle Intense. We have the Actual Plus. We have the Crystal Cell. We have the Double Stem Cell, and we have the Snow Fill Fort. All these work together to keep you healthy. All these work together to rejuvenate and to make your cells alive again. Now, you've heard these testimonies. These testimonies came to be because people choose to use this particular product. Yeah, what does the High IQ do? It increases your brain power. It helps with high care, relieve stress, reduce anxiety, reduce brain cell damage. These are products that we always say is basically for the eyes and for the brain. So anytime, any day, this is your good go-to. The second one is the crystal cell and the double stem cell. Sorry, I'm putting them together because practically they are like the same thing. Now, the crystal cell has an extra tomato pigment. It's the same like the double stem cell, but with this extra one, gives it the little edge. Yeah, this is cells rejuvenation. It speeds up healing processes, prevents premature aging, skin lightening if possible, then pigment control. So if you have any skin disease, if you have any internal issues, any organ issues, these are the ones that will automatically repair them. Now, how is it applied or how is it consumed? It is sublingually consumed. As you can see in the picture, you open your mouth, you lift up your tongue, and you pour the substance underneath your tongue. They come in sachet form like this. So, and there's a powdery substance inside. So you just lift your tongue, pour it on. Please, this is not like the conventional medicine or drug that you take, you just throw it and you pour water. No, you put on, no. This one is meant to be poured underneath your tongue, allow it to dissolve, then drink water. Then intermittently drink water during the day, then you will always see the result. Now, this is no fault. It helps with number problem. It fights aging. Also helps with skin issues. Release depression. Note that. I don't know why I felt like talking about that. The way the world is, there's a lot of things that is enough to put people in depression. Not only in Nigeria, that's the truth. Yeah, Nigeria has its own fair share of it. But everywhere in this world, everybody is facing one issue that is enough to cause depression. Now, this will help you, will calm you down. This will help you in managing your stress level. This will help you in cooling down your system. This is your good go-to. You don't have to get to that point where when the depression has taken over you, fight it before it comes. And somebody say, well, I'm not so depressed. Why not just build your immunity against that before it comes? Also, weight loss. This will help you in, what does it do? It inhibits your cravings. I always encourage you to take it first in the morning. If you're doing weight loss, if possible, take it first in the morning and watch your body during the day. All those your little cravings may not be there again. I've tried it and I discovered how much I lost in 7 days. This is also a cleanser. We are exposed to different toxins every day. whether knowingly or unknowingly. Many of us, we already on medications daily. And the truth is this, some of these medications leave toxins in our body. Oh, somebody say, well, thank God I'm not on medication. But do you know that some of our gadgets also emit toxins? So you need to consistently detoxify your body. You need to consistently cleanse your system. This works with the colon that is responsible, that's the organ in your body that is responsible for cleansing your body. So it can help you flush out all toxins in the body. This is also a good go-to for those who have sickle cell anemia. It will help them convert their sickle cell nature shaped cell into a circular form. I've had testimonies with this, and I'm still having. So that is another product we have. This is the Miracle Incense, Actual Plus. This is small but mighty. It's in this bottle form. It has a droplet, so you can see like a droplet inside. All you need to do to regenerate your body cells is to take 10 drops. If you just want to maintain immunity, 5 drops 3 times daily. If you are treating a particular ailment, if you know anyone that is diabetic, give them this. Let them take 10 drops per day. Even they may not need to take 3 times daily, 10 drops per day, maybe 2 times or 3 times, if they can. You will see the difference. This helped my mom come out of being a diabetic. It boosts your immune system. Yeah, well, COVID is still ravaging, but COVID is still ravaging, but once you can, once you can have these around, when it was ravaging, and thank God I have this, I just made everybody in my house take a drop and drink every day. And it helped us, it contains 18 fruits, 12 vegetables, and 8 spices, 9 spices, I mean. So that means when you are taking it, you are having a complete storage of what you need from fruits. Yeah, some of us are vegetarian, but the truth is, how many vegetables do you take? This is always a good go-to at any point in time. How do you take it? Shake very well, apply, just take some drops into the water and drink. Room temperature water, not in hot water, please. Yeah. So we have the Miracle Intense. It reduces spots. It helps to reduce wrinkles. It gives you a moist and supple skin. It fights free. It is a free anti-radical, how will I put it, material in heat. It has anti-aging. Well, if you know those people that they are not too old, and even the old people.
Okay. While we were there, we see there, a woman has a son with a tumor. The son couldn't eat.
I don't know where that one is coming from.
And so also of a sudden,
sorry, where is it coming from?
In the weekend.
I think it's on your end, though. Nobody
really?
else was unmuted.
Sorry, let me just.
It's the former testimony you shared the other time, where the man was
yes, I've stopped it now, sorry. I don't know, just try playing by yourself. Don't mind it, Daddy. He wants to have a mind of his own. I'm the one in charge. Okay, sorry. Where's my screen now? I can't see my screen again. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so can you see my screen, please?
Yes, we can. Miracle Intense.
Yeah, Miracle Intense, good. It enhanced skin vitality. I was talking about those that have wrinkles. Those are, if you are very heavy on what's it called, on makeup, this will help you smoothen your skin. If you have dark heads, you have acne, you have different things, this also help you. Also, people have used this to help in. Now, let me tell you my personal story with this. That was I think it was sometimes in January. I mistakenly hit the door of my room against myself, against my hand. You know that pain when you are in between the door and your hand. And I was screaming. I just remember that I have miracle intense at home. I just put my miracles, and immediately I spray it on that particular place, my finger. Immediately, it numbed the pain. Immediately. I was like, wow. So this thing works like this. Last week, my son was playing football and he hit his toe. And you know when they say somebody shook momo, I hope you understand, when we are growing up, the toe has it has a cut there. Thank God he knows what to do. He just went to his what's it called, to the miracle intest and sprayed on it. He said almost 5 seconds later, the pain that was there initially was no longer there. So we've seen people use it to numb pain. I will always say this: everybody needs this at home in case of any domestic accident. You should have it in your first aid box, getting it ready for anything like that. So let me share another story with this. This is recent. Last week, somebody came to me and they're about to amputate his dad, actually. I was just like, okay, let the doctors give us 1 month. Let's see what we can do. So I gave them a copy of Miracle Intense. I gave them some double stem cell. I gave them, what's it called, Snowfield Fort. I gave him Snowfield Fort. Now, this is somebody, now, if you see the source, I can't just share the pictures. There are some gory pictures, actually. 1 week after, I just told them, apply everything. Use the Miracle Intense at once. Use the Snowfield Fort. Use the double stem cell. Use everything. Don't wait for doing it one by one. Use everything. Use the Snowfield Fort first. After that, use a double stem cell morning and evening. Then spray Miracle Intense morning, evening, afternoon, every time. And guess what? The biggest sore is beginning to close up. When she called me to tell me that, I was just like, how is Daddy? She just said, wow, Daddy has been sleeping very well. And they got sore. Now, you know that thing that happens when a sore is covered, that it will be itching you. That is what is beginning to experience now. And that is amazing. This is just last week. So if you have anybody with very gangrene, any kind of sore that refuses to heal, any kind of pain in the body, arthritis pain or anything, this will automatically help them in taking care of that. The last but not the least is the H2O moisturizer. Small, but very mighty. Those who have seen it will understand. It helps with cells repairing on the skin level from the outside, balancing pH level, then brightening and skin firming. Is very soothing, hydrating, and restoring or reduces wrinkles. So if you want to look fresh like I am, this is always a good go-to. I'm a young man, I'm still a young man, so I'm letting out my secrets gradually. When you see me looking like a 20 years or 25 years old guy, this is the part of the secret of what we use. So basically, those are the products, and they are certified in Nigeria and abroad. That is the one that is blinking is the NAFDAC certification in Nigeria. Please, you can get the number, go and do your research to be sure. There. I met another company, they said they're into stem cells, and they said they are registered in Nigeria. I asked for their NAFDAC number. I went to the NAFDAC site to do my own research, and I discovered that there was no name coming up with that particular number. I searched with the name of the company and it didn't come up. But we are certified in Nigeria. You can check the name, you can be there. Not only in Nigeria. Hey, my system is hanging. We also have the FDA certification in the US, that is Food and Drug Administration of the USA. That means that is why our products can enter the place and most of the European countries as well. So basically these are the products, and these are what is bringing about all these testimonies. Thank you for your time. While we go back to the testimonies now. Mama Anka, I don't know why my system is hanging. Over to you, ma.
It's well. Is Susie too still in the house?
Yes, I'm here. Good evening.
Okay.
Mama Ausato.
Good evening.
How are you? I miss you, ma.
I'm fine. Good evening. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, ma.
Good evening. Good evening, leaders in the house. Good evening. Mama Alex. Good evening. Yeah, share some few testimonies. Like Mama Alex will always say, every testimony is a big one. We carry around. We look at it as, because some people look at it and say, what can it do? It's done more than, what you ever expect. I will just share 3 testimonies. One here in Lagos, another one in Delta, and one in the UK. And basically, if you look at it, it covers almost all the ailments. Because when you look at the kind of ailments we have around us, you begin to wonder. Someone came, called and said, your products, because you've been talking about this product, do you think it can really work? And I said, what are you looking at? What do you want to use? Because the person is in the UK. Today, she has become a partner. She's a success, line. And she decided to give it a try because in the UK, they told her there was nothing they could do. They couldn't even operate on it. Breast cancer, stage 4. That, being terminal, there was nothing they could do anymore. And I thank God for her courage because even in taking this product, you also need to be very positive because from experience, people become very impatient and they're telling you it's not working. When she started it, yes, that, anxiety and, haven't heard testimonies here and there. Every now and then she will call and say, I'm not really seeing anything. But to the glory of God, wearing her back braces, because I think her spinal cord had been affected. She couldn't stand, she would have to wear back braces. Then she said one day she was in the kitchen and she was baking. Ironically, the husband looked at her and said, did you notice anything? And she was like, no, you're not wearing your back braces. And she was like, wow. She looked at it and that was the first testimony. And she shouted. She could actually stand, no, nothing. But she kept asking because when I spoke with one of your leaders, I did a conference call. The person shared the testimony and said the person's breast started bringing out a lot of, dead cells. Don't worry. She said she hasn't seen anything. What is happening? Instead, my own breast is shrinking. I said, don't worry, just be faithful, keep taking it. And she continued. But yet, when you're anxious, sometimes you just want to see results. I told her it's working on the inside because our product will go in there. It is not what you're thinking because you can actually express yourself and say, I have a headache. But the product gets into your system and finds out that there's some foundational, reasons, or let me say, there's a root cause for that headache, and it will start dealing with, all those small things that you are not seeing, or the major things, the background issues, like you having a foundation. Nothing will spring up if you don't put something into the soil. And it just kept, she kept taking it, and you won't believe it, to the glory of God. It took a long time because some people actually want express healing, but we should ask ourselves, if you're going around with something you've carried for years, you don't expect this thing to work overnight. Everybody's body metabolism differs. And to the glory of God, the 5th month she went, to see her GP, they ran a test, and she called. The GP was all over the move, shouting that if not for the COVID, I want to hug you, I want to hug you, I want to just hug you. What are you using? What are you using? Because they could see that there was a remarkable difference. There was a change. And they said, you know what? We said we couldn't touch your breast anymore. We couldn't even operate on it. But right now, just go back home. In another month, we'll be operating, that breast. It's good now. In fact, we don't know. In fact, she was, you know, when you are in shock, because she was not seeing it from, with the physical eye, she wasn't seeing anything until she went to run her test over again. And to the glory of God, you know, I actually encouraged, I said, keep taking it. Maybe you won't even need to take, you know, go for that surgery. But you know, God does it. He has a purpose for everything, and He knows why she still had to go. But the truth about it is that even after the surgery, she went for the surgery, which is, you know, it was successful. And as I speak with you now, she's an ambassador for us. In fact, she can't stop, you know, praising the product. That's, you know, something that they have said is impossible. Number one, you know, it took care of that breast cancer. And number two, the spinal cord that was affected too, it was taken care of. That's the one from the UK. Then also one, you know, a friend's younger sister, she had an accident about 6 years ago. They were going for a conference and spinal cord injury. They've taken her to India, they've taken her everywhere. She's been bedridden. But thank God, mentally, she's alert. From the neck up, she can do everything. So when these products, I told her about it, because I've spoken to her before about this product, but you know, when you've taken a lot on to show, you know, so they were not really excited. But my friend came into the country and she cried out, said, I can't look at my sister because she's been bedridden, you know, bed sores, all her back. If you put your hand into her bum, it will come out from the other side. She was getting rotten. You know, when you're alive, you're seeing your body rotting away. And you're just wondering, the whole room will be smelling, the nurse that keeps dressing it up, you know. It was a sad thing, because anytime they do the dressing, she will break out in fever. You know, she see herself, she was almost giving up. And I told them, I said, you know what, let's try. It's not even let's try. I've told you before, this thing works. But I will use your word. You want to try it, okay, let's go. Let's use a crystal cell. Let's use the miracle incense. And they were like, are you sure? I said, I can, in fact, I can give it for free. And what will you give in return? If this thing works, you'll be paying me back, you know, heavily. And we laughed over it. And here I came back, you know, sent the product. And you won't believe it. This is a battle, you know, before when they're cleaning out because of all those beds, so they'll have to cut the flesh. It was getting rotten, greenish and everything. Just that I can't show this thing now, the pictures, because we're still keeping it private. When everything is complete, she will definitely be out to share. Funny enough, the first thing she noticed, she called and said her body was shocking her, that she gets as if there's an electric shock, you know, something. And this is something she's never felt for years. And I said, you've been bedridden since how many years? Definitely, you're not going to jump up and start walking. That thing is working on the inside. That's what our product. And she's like, oh my God, even the mom, they were surprised. You know, she'll say, I can't, you know, this shock, I'm getting shocked, which, you know, long ago, she's even forgotten anything like that, apart from here up. That was the first testimony. Everything started coming out, the pus, the nurse, you know, at a point, you know, after all the cleaning, the doctor had to, you know, cut off some part of the flesh. And within a few weeks, that part got healed. And before the say Jack Robinson, running into the second, third month, you won't believe that that part that was cut off grew back as if, you know, when it's like you seeing your flesh, bringing out a new one. And as I speak with you today, that bed sore is gone, her bum is covered, and even the nurse and doctor, they are asking that, you know what, how can we become part of this? Because we want to be using it for every patient that have, you know, injuries, diabetic gangrene and all, because what they have seen that they can't believe with their eyes. That's the second testimony. And as I speak with you, she's happy. Her hope is renewed because she knows that she will definitely work. Because since she keeps feeling that shock, things are improving. At least she can hold her phone, just like she can't type, or her body is coming back to life. Then the last one, because there are a lot of testimonies, I just decided to pick some. One of my success line in the US found someone on Facebook. The children went to Facebook. They were looking for help for their mother, who has been bedridden since September 2019, and told her that, you know what, I can't do anything from where I am, but however, I will link you to my leader here in Lagos. So she contacted me, and the first contact was October 2020. And the first conversation I had with her, I could hardly hear her. You know, when she's talking, you can't hear anything. And she said somebody asked her to call me, I should tell her about our products, double stem cell. And I said, okay, it's not just double stem cell. We have a lot of products. What are you taking care of? And she said, oh, I have a stroke. I said, oh my God. And that she just also in the midst of it, or in the, you know, with all the stress and her husband had died. You know, I was moved. So initially I thought maybe because the husband's death, that was why, you know, the stroke being hypertensive. And she said, no, it's the man that has been taking care of her. And I said, okay, madam, no problem. We would, you know, we'll definitely, you know, smile, you will testify. And she asked how much is a product. I sent all the details to her, and she came back and said, my sister, I can't do anything. The only sister I have that is helping has just paid school fees for the children, that she will keep looking on to God. And we just put our heads together and say, well, you know, because that's what we do here in Phytoscience. It's not just about the money. We also reach out to people, because it's a way of sewing back to the society. And we decided that that's a success line that found her. We decided to put some products together, and we sent her the products. She was all over the moon. She was happy. She didn't know she was, in fact, she was emotional. And she got those products 1st of November 2020. And you won't believe, on the 9th of November, she sent a message and said, good morning, my sister. My sugar has gone down. When I start working again, I will live on this product. So I was like, you didn't tell us you had sugar. Are you diabetic? She said, you know, when you are at the war front, is the one that is paining you, because she can't walk and all. That's why she didn't tell us that she's diabetic, but her sugar had gone down. This was just 8 working days, 8. This was on the 9th day. That's why, you know, our product, the way it works, you can't predict. I can't tell someone that in 2 weeks you'll be okay, because that 2 weeks may take longer. Whereas someone you're thinking, you know, could spend months and months, the very next day you start seeing. Then on the 27th of November, I was in Delta State. I opened my phone, and the first thing I saw was, praise be to God. I was able to turn on my bed today without any help. God bless you. You know, I was shouting. Even that shout alone got 2 people who are now also members who got interested, and they're like, is this the product you'll be talking about? Please, oh, because they saw all the, because she's very good at keeping details. She keeps sending pictures and all. And we took it like that. We're still, you know, believing God for her and telling her, take the product, because the product thing, it will look as if forever it's not working. Then on the 24th of January, in fact, I keep saying she gave me a birthday gift. You know, I saw a message. The children were shouting. Just I wanted to play the video, but unfortunately, you know, I wasn't able to put it together before now. The children were screaming, mommy can walk, mommy can walk. This woman got up and she took a step. Her legs were swollen. She walked, took 1 step, took a 2nd step, and the 3rd time she sat down. The children were shouting, hey, mommy can walk, mommy can walk. Honestly, I was moved. I couldn't believe it. I was shocked. Yes, I knew right from the onset that the product would work, but you know, the way this woman had taken it and the way, you know, the children were excited, you can tell that, oh, lives had been touched, because this was their only hope. And you won't believe again, on the 30th, she sent another video. Those swollen legs have gone back to normal. Her legs are like You know, if you see her and you were not told she had any issue, you won't believe that she's ever been, you know, down for so long with those kind of legs we saw the first time. The legs have become normal. And this time around, she took more steps. And the children were shouting, hey, mommy, 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 because these are things you see. And you say, look, there's no two ways, because that video has gotten a lot of people. They always move that, is this true? That if this is true, please, the same testimony I want it to be my own portion. I would say, yes, it is possible. That was January. Then last week here, she sent another video. You know, she now gets up on her own. Nobody takes her up anymore. She will hold on to the window frame. She will get up. She will raise her leg. She will move her leg. In fact, I just want people to know that our products do work. Do not take it for granted. Because before this woman started our product, she told me that she had been taking stem cell, but it wasn't working. That was why the children went back to Facebook. I don't want to mention the name of the stem cell. So we all need to be very careful. When people tell you stem cell, because I have cases, the testimonies are so much, you know. I wanted to give 3. I just remembered now. Another one, a cancer patient, prostate cancer, to the same thing he told me, I'll be taking stem cell. Please, my brother went to order it without telling me. I said, this stem cell is different from your stem cell. What stem cell? Oh, I said, please, this is not it. This is Phytoscience. And he got it. And you know what? He has brought other people, because by the time he came into Lagos from Delta to come for his surgery that had been scheduled, he said the doctor was just shouting, this thing I gave to you is working. That he was looking at the doctor and said, if only you know, doctor, it is not what you gave me. It is the product they gave me, Phytoscience. So please, don't give up. When people tell you I'll be taking stem cell, this is for us that are partners. Ask them, what stem cell? Our stem cell is not just any stem cell. Because when there's an original, there's always a fake. And by his grace, you know, we'll continue to, you know, take this message, reach out to people, because it's only people that have not tested it. And when you pull, and it pains me when I see people that are between life and death, they are still saying, I don't want to take it. What you don't have anything to lose. Tell the person, take it, because your life matters. If only this product was discovered years ago, even the loved ones that we have lost wouldn't have lost them. So I want to say thank you again, Mama Anka, for, you know, bringing me into this business, for introducing Phytoscience. Honestly, wow. I'm proud to be an ambassador, and it's a way of reaching out to people and saving lives. Thank you.
Kai, I am speechless. I am elated. I'm excited. I don't know which adjective to use now, but man, did you hear all that? And then the way we say these testimonies here, I think it's even beginning to look as if we have become used to it. But I tell you, every testimony here is exceptional. It's just awesome and very exciting indeed. If you don't see the people that suffer from these ailments and know the pain that they go through, you will not be able to appreciate much of what is simple but powerful stem cells we are talking about have done. The impact they have made is just amazing. That's just the word I want to use, amazing. Someone who goes from hope 0 to hope 100. I mean, it's not something we'll sneeze at. Fantastic. I don't know if we have time to take any more. I mean, I think we're already full. We are full, and there's no reason why anybody should not jump and grab this. I just want to say something to Otumba Child. I feel your pain. I know what you're talking about, but don't give up. Continue talking to your relations. One day, someday, they will get to hear about it. One day it will sink in, and the difference that you want to see made will come to be. Thank you so much, Susie. God bless you.
Thank you.
Okay, Mama Alex, are you ready to take over from us?
Do you know I've got goosebumps all over me? I've got goosebumps all over me, and I was like, God, thank God some of us said yes. Thank God some of us said yes. Thank God some of us said yes. That woman would have lost hope for life. That young lady would have just given up. Until you see a bed sore, until you've seen it before, you won't acknowledge, you won't just know what is happening. I keep talking about a man. Okay, let me quickly share this. A man came one day, he found me online, and I think the oncology department of our hospital gave him my number because there was a cancer patient that we used the product for in the hospital. Before the oncologist will give out the number of someone who's not a doctor to come and administer something in their hospital, this man was pleading for just 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Alex, please, can I buy 5 minutes? I was like, 5 minutes? I don't know you. He volunteered to drive me and bring me back to the office. And I told him, I said, sir, you can see how very busy I am. Please, whatever it is, can we talk about it? He said, Alex, you will not know what I want you to see. Please follow me. I followed him to one very big hospital around Ikeja, and I saw his wife. If you are here today and you're listening to us about the testimonies that we share and you are not moved, I don't know what can move you again. Anytime I remember this couple, it gives me, it sends shivers down from my head to my toe. This man was begging. He was begging to buy 5 minutes of my time. Who does that? Just, Alex, sell me 5 minutes. I was wondering, what does he really want? He said, okay, the doctor told me you have something you spray. Can you please come with it? No matter how much it is, I'll buy it and buy 5 minutes from you. I followed him to the hospital and I saw the wife. She had breast cancer. Have you forgotten beef? Maybe fresh beef. Have you forgotten maybe a piece of raw beef in your sink or underneath your sink before? Have you forgotten it? Maybe you were washing and one fell and you found it a week later. I'm trying to paint a picture in our minds. Have you forgotten or have you mistakenly tossed out fresh beef underneath your sink and you found it like a week after? Can you tell me, quickly send a message in the chat room. Can you send me what that beef or what that piece of meat will be looking like after that 1 week? Please hit the button. Tell me, let me see you following me. I want to see somebody's comments. In 1 week, after you left fresh beef beneath your sink and you picked it up after 1 week, this is how the lady was looking like. This is how the body of that lady was looking like. She was eaten up by cancer. Cancer had eaten her. Cancer had eaten her up. Cancer had eaten her up. And the husband was begging. It's becoming too emotional for me. I may need to leave. He was begging for 5 minutes for me to come and spray Miracle Intense on the body of the wife. If you are here sitting today, you may be complaining, I have blood pressure, I have headache, I have migraine. I am just telling you what somebody somewhere is going through. All you need is a yes. Just your yes is going to save somebody's life somewhere. If that man could come and be pleading to buy 5 minutes from somebody and to come with a spray, a particular spray, the oncologist said you have a spray. That spray saves somebody's life. Please, my wife needs you and she needs that spray right now. Your yes is what somebody is waiting for. Whatever it is that is making you've heard about this Phytoscience product. I don't know if you're hearing it for the first time. for the repeated time, for the second time, for the 16th time, for the 10th time. Your yes is worth some 3,000 souls somewhere that has been connected to you by God is waiting for. Please don't delay anymore. Mr. Tolu, you showed me one leg right now. I want you to show everybody in the house that leg. Mr. Antonio Ofalwe, you're going to get a recording of this testimony this night. We are going to work on the recording and we're going to forward it to as many people as possible. For everyone who needed the recording of this testimony, you're going to get it. Mr. Akin, you see this? You are seeing unembellished things, things that are not doctored. They are not doctored. Somebody somewhere, these are not photoshopped. We are not talking about something photoshopped. We are not talking about something that's been painted with powder for you for us to emit sympathy. No, you are seeing somebody somewhere asking God and asking that God should send a helper. You are that helper by your yes. If you second guess, you procrastinate, you delay, a life is going because you are saying no. Please, I'm pleading with us now. With everything we hold there. We breathe without oxygen or mask. We breathe without help. We breathe. Somebody somewhere is waiting for you. So please accept what you have been shown tonight. Please. Please. Mr. Tolu, you will still need to repeat that thing. It's gory, but we need to see it. We need to think a lot of things. Somebody is having cancer right now. Somebody is suffering cancer right now. And that person is waiting. Somebody has asthma, and that person is breathing with the aid of inhaler. The person is struggling. The person is waiting for your yes. That lady is trying to conceive. This may be the 10th, the 12th, the 15th year of being married. The husband has been certified that he has azoospermia, total low sperm count or zero sperm count. And you are listening tonight. That family is looking for adoption and the process is taking long because they think they can never conceive. And you're listening tonight. That man has a sugar that is counting 300 plus. And you're listening tonight. That man is going partially blind and you are listening tonight. There is a child there who has a deformity. And you are listening tonight. You have a neighbor who suffered fibroid repeatedly. You are listening tonight. You have someone in your environment, in the family, and the person has been told they have autoimmune disease. Somebody is suffering lupus where you are. Somebody is having Bell palsy where you are. Somebody is having Huntington's. Somebody is suffering Alzheimer. Another person has dementia. They are forgetting the names of their children. Our door, our area is not helping anybody anymore. You are listening tonight. You are going to do something different from what everybody is doing by telling them about Phytoscience. Not the name, Phytoscience stem cells. Somebody is in your area and they have COVID. And they told them one cylinder of oxygen is 50,000 and they need 8 of it in a day. And you know Phytoscience products can come to the rescue. What are you doing? You have that family right now and they are looking at their father fall under stroke. The father has got half of his body paralyzed. You are here tonight. It's sounding prophetic this night, but if you are here tonight, you are that person they have been waiting for to share this idea with them, to share the story with them, to share this good news with them. It is not always about money. We are not talking about money today. We are talking about that help you can just open your mouth and say it to somebody. Forget whether they will accept or not, but do your part and tell them. Mama Anka is here. Mama Anka, I want to thank God for your life. I offered you just 2 sachets of double stem cell without knowing that you had anything disturbing you, without knowing you had a story. 2 sachets of the double stem cell solved the case for you. Today,
Yes.
Osato Susie too can share wonderful testimonies because I gave 2 sachets of the double stem cell to Mama Anka. Professor Adeloye comes with truckload of testimonies because Mama Anka told him about Phytoscience. I keep asking myself, what if I have thought about money and I have kept my 2 sachets of double stem cell to myself? I never knew one day I would meet with Professor Adeloye. I never knew one day I will meet with Susie too. Please open your mouth. We are going to share this testimony with everybody. If anyone has invited you here tonight, please get back to them. They will send you a copy of this testimony. Let it reach everywhere. Let people get back their health. God bless you will continue to reign into your homes, in your life. Whatever the amount of money you make from here is not the big deal. People will begin to rain God bless you on you, and you can never exhaust that. Mr. Tolu, please, I want you to tell us the story behind the leg you showed us, and we will almost be calling it a night. Please, let us have that. Let us have, it is 10 already. Can you please share the story behind that leg?
I'm not sure I want to actually. Even share that time, I was cringing.
It's really
actually.
gory anyway.
So I don't think there's need to share it again. I was cringing where I was. I was just. Anyway,
Yeah.
the leg is beginning. That big one. Where you saw the bandages, there's a hole inside. Another what's called another wound inside the wound, and that one is rotten actually. That's why there was a bandage inside. But the news getting to me is that that particular one is beginning to close up. You know, now that place, you know, when a particular place is a wound is itching, the side will be itching to show that something is contracting. That is what is happening there. Sorry, I don't think I want to show it again, sincerely. It got me actually emotional too.
Please don't.
It got me actually emotional too. So please, but news is getting better. That's the at least that wound has been there for over 7 months actually. That man has been in pain. I don't know. It's gory. Actually, they're supposed to do the amputation next week. The person came to me to ask him to help financially so that they can do amputation. But I just said, good, let's give this a shot. They will not know what to do. But thank God, things are happening, and thank God for what we have in our hands. At least somebody say have hope to live one day, to live again. What we have is what some people are looking for. Now, if you said, okay, good, you are using for a particular time, you don't have results yet, please don't be a stumbling block to those who will use it and get the same results. It will go a long way. Some people said, yes, I want to get my own testimony first. But other people are waiting. Your testimony will come too. But what at that? Why don't let's celebrate the two together? It will go along. You don't know the pain these people are going through. This man is a family man, a breadwinner. He can't do anything again. He's now dependent on his children who are just leaving school. So you can imagine. So please, whatever we have, tell that person today, whichever way we can help. I was telling Mama Slexia that when I saw that, I don't know when I carried one bottle of Miracle Intense. I just said, just take it away first. You know how we treasure Miracle Intense? I give, just go and apply. And I thank God for the news, sincerely. If somebody is happy because of what I did, I'm fulfilled. The same thing too. I want to beg everybody here. Don't allow that person to go one extra day, one extra in pain, please. Let's reach out. Let's help them. Let's reach out. Let's help. Some people will still say no, they don't want. But listen, some people who are looking, who are in between death and life, they are there. Sorry, it's not, I don't plan to whip up emotions, but that's just where we are. Over to you, Mama Slexia.
Thank you so very much, Mr. Tolu. God bless you. God bless everyone that shared testimony tonight. We may not know what we are doing, but from each of our testimonies, somebody is getting liberated. Otumba Charles, you're raising your hand. You want to say something?
Yes, please. Thank you very much for giving me that opportunity once again. There is a lady in the house right now on the platform. I can see her name. I can see her family name. She's going through something right now. Mokwe, your brother is here in the UK. He's trying to help you. But Mokwe, you need to move yourself. You need to push things quickly. I understand maybe you lost your phone. That was why you've not been joining the meetings. I'm happy you've been able to join the meeting tonight. What is happening to you, you can relate it to all these testimonies. Your brother is ready to push things for you. It's you that needs him. He wants to help you. Okay, please push things quickly. Okay? And there are other ladies in the house as well with fertility issues, with other illnesses. I don't want to be mentioning names, but please move things. You can hear for yourself, you've listened, and please act. Nobody should be ignorant of all these things. Nobody should die of any illnesses. Let it be natural if at all you're going to die. But when it comes to illnesses, there are treatments, there are therapies you can apply, and you've heard about them tonight. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for giving hope back to someone. God will bless you. God will bless all of us. It has become a very, will I say, tense atmosphere this evening. Everybody's face is looking for long. We are all looking like, but we thank God for for knowing that there is hope, that there is light at the end of this tunnel, that there is hope. The person who we think we can help, we can actually help by introducing them to this. I want to say a very big thank you. The co-hosts, you guys are super duper awesome. Mama Anka, God bless you. Susie too, God bless you. Professor Adeloye, thank you so very much. Mr. Tolu Fadulu, I'm always setting you up. Thank you so very much. Dibolu the Mover. Janet, thank you so very much. And to all our sharers, Princess Tessie, Mama Fautimi, Susie too, Mama Anka, Professor Adeloye, Otumba Charles, everyone for bringing in your testimonies, for making it real, for making everything so smooth. We want to say a very big thank you to you all. May God bless you. If you are in this building today and you've attended the presentation, kindly get back to the person who has invited you. Someone has sent you a link or someone has called you, someone has asked you to join, please get back to the person. Don't come and say, I like the way Alex did her eyebrow. I want to speak to Alex instead. Or I like the phonetics that was coming out of Susan's mouth. No. Oh, I like Otuba Chelsea. Is that okay? No. Kindly get back to the person who has invited you for tonight's presentation. Get back to them and let them tell you how you can come on board, how you can get this. You are going to be surprised at how beautiful Phytoscience is. And we always go and work together as a team. I want to say a very big thank you to us all. I want to unmute us now so that we can say our greetings. Please, you can all unmute yourself. We can all say our greetings and we'll be calling it night. Everyone,
we are trend makers.
We are the trend makers. Thank you so very much. Thank you so much, and may God bless you all. I wish you all a wonderfully blessed night.
We are the trend makers.
We are the trend maker. We are the trend maker. Thank you. Yes, we are the trend maker. All my love goes to everyone. May God bless us.
God bless you all.
Thank you so very much. Thank you. God bless you. Have a wonderful night, Chris.
And he will talk to you later.
Good night, everyone.
Bye-bye. Bye.
Good night.